So, hi all, welcome to Python for Data Science. I'm J. Lavanya, Assistant Professor of CS Department. So, in this video, we are going to discuss on the topic Unit 5, the subtopic called Seaborn. So, let's dive into the topic. So, first of all, what is Seaborn in Python? So Python, it's a library that is mainly used for data visualization, like in terms of representation, like bar, pie chart, line plot, scatter plot. So all those database, data visualization library, you can go for this as Seaborn, okay? And it is mainly used for data science and machine learning tasks, just built on the top of a matplotlib data visualization library, which can use to perform some exploratory analysis, right? And it can also create some interactive plots to answer questions about your data, yeah, and how to install this Seaborn in Python. So if you're already had like Python and pip already installed, you can go for this command pip space install space Seaborn. Okay, if you're using the Jupyter, okay, in that particular thing, you can go for the command not symbol followed by pip install Seaborn. Then automatically the particular package will be installed on your local system. Okay, yeah. And this, Seaborn, aims to make some visualization that's the central part of some exploring and understanding of data. So it provides the data set oriented API so that we can switch between some different visual representation for the same variable for a better understanding of the data set. Okay. So these are the plots or basically that is used for some visualizing the relationship between the variables. So those variables can be either completely numerical or a category like group, class, or a division. Okay. So Seaborn divides the plot into the following categories like a distribution plot. So this plot is used for examining both type of distribution like univariate and bivariate distribution. And second, like relational plot. So this type of plot is used to understand the relationship between the two given variables. And third, like regression plot. So this regression plot, it's Seaborn, primarily intended to add some additional guide that will help you to emphasize data set pattern during the analysis of exploratory data. And next, like categorical data. So it deals with some categorical variables and how we can able to visualize in the Seaborn. And next, like multi-plot grid. So this grid is also a type of plot that is a useful approach to draw some multiple instances for the same plot with some different subsets of a single data set. And next, like matrix plots. So these are also a type of array of this scatter plot. Okay. So these are common, categorization of how the Seaborn is divided. Okay. The first we will see about the line plot. Okay. And this, it supports like the Python 3.6 greater or much thing. Okay. So first thing is that we will see in terms of line plot, so how it is plotted, right? So line plot is one of the most basic plots in the Seaborn library. So this plot is mainly used to visualize the data in the form of some time series that is in a continuous manner. Okay. So here, if you take, there will be some set of, data where you have to pass the values. So here you could refer that first we are importing the Seaborn as SNS. Okay. And next step, import the matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. Okay. And next we have to set the set of functions. So SNS the C bond dot set the style is equal to dark. So whatever you wish to give the color, you can go for it, right? Set like dark or light can set. And next I'm going to load the data set to declare the data type. So I'm just using some any variable is equal to C bond, that is SNS dot load underscore data set of fMRI. So this is the data set I'm just loading. Okay, and here you could able to see I'm just plotting various responses for different region, like x is equal to time point the name, and y I have represented signal, and hues the represent is region, and style is event. Okay, so region and event, so two things. And data is fmr, so which will be taken from there. Okay, and using line plot to create a line, so a plot dot show off if you're just giving. So here you could able to see this output produced for the region as well as for the event. Okay, the slime out Q and parietal or frontal. Okay, so all these dashed, I mean dotted line, dashed line will be representing the region as well as the event. Okay, so this is the line plot. Okay, and next is then a distribution plot, which is called dist plot. So this, a C-bond dist plot is used to visualize some univariate set of distributions like single features and plot the histogram with some other variations like K plot or rug plot. Okay. So the functions, it may take some several arguments, like it will be passing the array, the size or the list of data you want to visualize or the parameter. And second, like bins, bins like specific number of bins you want to specify by dividing the data into intervals for plotting. And next you could see like KDE. KDE is represents the kernel density estimate of the data, which controls the display, right? If you by default it will be setting to true, meaning that KDE will be plotted. Okay, that is kernel density estimate. And the parameter controls whether to display the histogram of the data. So by default, it will be set to true, meaning that a histogram will be plotted. Yeah. Okay. So these are the parameters. So here in this program, so are you as usual you have to represent the matplotlib as well as the cboard you have to import here, right? And ru is equal to np dot random state of 10, just univariate type distribution, and I'm setting the size is 100. Okay, if you want you can define the colors like RGB. If you need you can just set it out, or else next I'm defining the plotting the histogram with some multiple colors by using the KD plot. Okay, the data comma KD, that is kernel density estimate, is equal to true, and then color is equal to some magenta color, and plot is equal to SNS dot histoplot, histogram plot will be given, and the array comma KD comma color, and then print the plot and plot dot show off. So if you're using, you can see the count as well as the values which is plotted in a distributed way, and the histograms are plotted. Okay, the M which denotes the magenta, that also will be given. Okay, yeah. And next is that count plot. So this count plot also represents what type of count you're gonna use. Okay, so import matplotlib.pyplot as plt, and we are importing cborn as well as the pandas. First we are loading the data set. Okay, like df is equal to pandas, that is pd dot read underscore csv. This we have already discussed in the unit 4. You can just check it out. Okay, and the tips.csv, and then plotting the graph, that is cboard.count plot of x is equal to this x, and the data is equal to df, right? So whether it is male or female will be plotted along the x-axis, and along the y-axis the count value will be plotted. So plot.show off, this will be displayed as an output. This is a count for a single variable. Yeah. And next, if you take this represents two categorical variables using some hue parameter. Okay, so we are importing matplotlib, cbond, pandas. First, we are loading the data set, and an SNS dot count plot of x is equal to sex, comma hue is equal to smoker, comma data is equal to, that is the data frame. The smoker, whether he's S or no. So here I'm representing two categorical females, like female as well as male, whether they will smoking or not. So based on this particular categorical data, we can able to define the values, right? So these are some of the C-bond files. So other than that, we have so many things which can be discussed later. Okay. So in this video, we have discussed about the line plot, the distribution plot, and the count variable by using single as well as the double variable, and what are the main uses of the C-bond library. I hope this video will be very useful. Thank you all.